ponytail. What is going on? I can't watch this. I need to go to E3. Nintendo, you're making me late.
This is a very mysterious place out in Amazon.
What the hell am I looking at right now?
So we see here one of the functionalities of the Sheikah Slate.
I can't watch this. I need to go to E3. Everybody, I'm going to E3. Oh, there we go. Ha! Hey everybody, this is Xalen from LittleNerdyAX, and guess where I'm at? I'm not good at this. I'm gonna edit all of this out. Like, it's gonna be a thing. I am at E3. Yes, and I'm joined with a few of my friends. They'll have title cards. They don't know it yet, but they're gonna have title cards at some point in this video, and they would happen right about here. So I am currently on the floor at E3, walking around with some of my friends behind me. I'm not really good at camera, so you can see a lot of my face. You really don't want to see. But yeah, I'm heading over right now to the E3 booth. Let's check it out. So Niti was about to play the new Monster Hunter Generations. She's super excited. We're gonna judge her. Yes. Yes. If she loses, we're going to. If her team loses, we're gonna take her camera. It's the only appropriate thing.
I'll take her soul.
Alright, so Nietzsche just got through playing Monster Hunter Generations. How do you feel about the game? Are you going to buy it?
Oh, yeah, there was no question I was going to buy this game. I've been living for this game. It's a lifestyle.
So explain what it was, because some people, when they play Monster Hunter, they usually play it by themselves, and this one, the demo that you played was a little bit different?
Monster Hunter 4 and even some of 3 had like local multiplayer. Monster Hunter 4 introduced like wireless multiplayer, at least for like the DS. So this is, I believe this is local play, but you can play with 4 people, like 4 people total, so you and 3 randos if you want, and like, or if you and 3 friends if you want.
And is it always PV Monster, or is it a PVE or PvP?
It's always PV Monster.
Okay, that actually gives it a little bit draw for me. Okay, so with that, so what actually happened? Because at one point you guys were fighting the monster, and then like when a person died, the match kept going.
So Monster Hunter gives you 3 lives, like between your team. So if your team dies 3 times, then the mission's over. So
you share a stock life. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like share stock in Smash, but basically my teammates, like, we all lost our lives collectively, so we lost mission.
Now the question is, how many times did you die?
None.
Excuse me?
None.
Yeah. Okay. So it wasn't your fault. It was really your team's fault. Okay. And at one point, the monster actually started to leave the area.
Monsters have like stages that they go through. So like, I mean, sometimes if I hang around a stage too long and you don't interact with them, they'll go somewhere else. Especially on missions that have multi-monsters.
Yeah.
One will go away, but over time, like the monster will take damage, and then after like certain thresholds, they'll move to the next area.
Oh.
Monsters frequent certain areas and certain maps, so like they have predictable routes that you can check out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was interesting. So For a newcomer, how were the controls? Something that you easily pick up? Do you need experience? What do you think?
It took me a while to pick up because like you switch through items with like the L button and then L and A and B to rotate items. You draw with X, I believe. I don't even know the buttons. It's like muscle memory at
Well,
this
you were doing
point.
pretty well to not know the buttons.
I mean, well, it's muscle memory. You do it so much
Wow.
that like it doesn't. The buttons don't matter anymore.
Okay. Well, on a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate this demo experience?
300
300.
by the scale.
Okay, so Nietzsche's good at Monster Hunter, not good at math. All right, thanks, Nietzsche. One more thing. There's supposed to be some kind of like DLC skin of a certain character that you like coming out for this game. What?
Is it Marth skin?
Is Marth coming to this game?
If Marth is in this game, I will play this game.
So a woman can actually finally dress up as Marth.
Yeah.
And it will be
I mean, wait, what do you mean a woman? Marth is a woman.
And we're gonna leave it at that. Eye contact, Deanna. Take me a picture. You're ready to take eye contact. Look at that. This guy's kind of got red hair in here, I'm not sure. Looks a little bit like A-Boy. Oh no. You're fine, huh? Oh, no! Oh, get out of there! Oh, Thunderjaw's gonna have you. Oh, watch your body. Oh, there it is.
I got you.
There it is. Goodbye. So, Landon, you're about to, what's happening right now for this car?
Apparently you can play Rocket League and win a car.
And why are you here?
I thought we were winning headphones. They said a car. I play Rocket League every day, so here I am.
So you actually know how to play the game?
Oh yeah.
Okay. We're going to be rooting for you. And it's how many days is the tournament?
I guess 2 days. I think the way it works that they explained it to me is that you get teams of 3, so it's a 3v3 match. The winning team that's the MVP gets to move on tomorrow to compete in the finals, essentially. The winner of that, whoever has the highest comparative score amongst everyone, wins the BMW.
Yes, okay, so highest comparative score?
To all the other MVPs, I guess.
Okay.
So you want to be making as many goals as you can the entire time.
Okay, so at the end of the day, it's kind of like the amount of goals you have increase your chances.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether you actually won the match. At the end of the day, they're going to add your scores.
I don't know if they count today's scores in that, but if they do, I'm hoping that we can
They probably do, though, because if it's a 2-day tournament, they would have to,
I would think so. But if they're just comparing the final scores, that might be a thing too. I don't know.
And can you just explain Rocket League real quick? So how does this game work?
So essentially it's soccer with rocket-powered RC vehicles.
Oh.
That's the gist of it.
And is it team? Is it individual?
It is an online team competitive play. You can play either 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, or 4v4.
Oh.
They have it.
Oh my God, they're flipping.
Like hockey and basketball as well. Your cars are completely customizable, as well as your wheels, your jetpack, or your jet fuel, as well as a little hat that your car gets.
I'm looking at the little spinning hand. I'm kind of confused. So do these parts, are they just aesthetic, or do they actually play a part?
They are purely aesthetic, except for one car body is a little bit larger than the other, but it's not really. It's hard to really feel it. Some cars turn a little sharper, but there's not enough metadata there to really make it.
That's good, because that way you don't have to worry about people having like a competitive build or having an advantage because based off of that.
I don't play with any like special car regarding that.
Okay.
So anyone can pick this game up. It's really easy, but you have to make sure that you keep your input it's very simple when you play. Otherwise, you'll just be flopping around everywhere.
All right then. Well, in that case, we'll have to come back. Well, first of all, you're gonna do well today, and then we'll come back tomorrow and see you win your car that we just saw footage of.
You'll see me driving away.
Yes. All right. Cool. I finally found a controller that's the right size for my hand. See? It fits perfect. It fits perfect. See? Yeah. Yeah, that fits perfect. That fits perfect. Live music? Is there live music going on right now? Who is this person? Alright, so we just took a break from E3 and we got to see two things, God of War and Persona 5. Alan, give us you have a nice little hat there. How'd you get the hat?
Well, right when I got to E3, there was a line where they were showing Tekken 7, and as long as you went in line, took a selfie and did a hashtag for Tekken 7 at E3, you can redeem your ticket for a hat and another booth. So it's a freebie. The line only took like maybe 20 minutes.
Nice. I think I jumped in at the tail end, like right when you guys got to the front.
Yeah.
So right next to Alan's head, I'm going to put the picture that we took. See it? Isn't it nice? It's awesome. Okay, on to the next thing. We also got to get into a mosh pit, it felt like, for Persona 5.
Right. That was interesting. I thought it reminded me a lot of the game that you mentioned, that Markiplier played.
Yandere or something like that?
Yeah.
The Markiplier, shout out to Markiplier.
But I don't know, I'm not a big fan of turn-based RPGs.
Yeah.
But this was kind of, this had a free roaming aspect to it too. And there was a cat that you could play as, which was
Morgana.
Awesome.
Morgana, I think is the cat's name. Yeah. The reason we got into that was because, you know, show the hat? We got the freebie for being pushed to the mosh pit, which is a hat that actually fits my head with my hair, which is the first. Whatever, it's a hat of Morgana. Yeah, Persona 5.
Check that out. This is a nice freebie, it's worth it.
The guy was very stylish. Like, it was very stylized, but I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like, okay, there's a lot of running around. I don't want to really do anything that it's showing me.
The style actually reminded me of like Beautiful Joe, too. Kind of just stylized, little 2D aspects, a lot of cartoony bursts and stuff. Almost like a Beautiful Joe style of like Shenmue or something. I don't know. It just kind of felt like it was blending those two things together.
Shenmue.
But
because you're running around town and getting a part-time job and trying to save something.
Yeah, because there was like real life aspects to it, and going to a bathhouse.
I don't know why I have to go to a bathhouse to learn how to touch a boy. I don't know why that wasn't necessarily part of the game. Yeah, that was interesting.
Pull-ups during
How many pull-ups did he do?
2.
He did 2.
He started panting.
Yes. And the cat disrespected him in Japanese. Yeah, if you watch the footage, you'll see the cat. He disrespected him. So there was that, and then we went and we sat into the room to watch a presentation for God of War.
Which I haven't played a lot of the old God of War games. I played their demos. But this one did seem like it was very different. A lot more somber, but when you got into the action, I could see like familiar things. But it was weird. It felt like it was all seamless. Like the guy was saying, there was no cuts or anything.
No cuts at all.
One camera Very seamless, very cinematic. I thought that was cool. Weird seeing him as a father-son kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, he kept. I don't know. In other games, he actually, the reason he's trying to kill the gods of Olympus is, if I remember correctly, they basically, through a series of events, tricked him into killing his wife and children. So he killed his sons, and then in the game he's gray because he's covered in their ashes. Yeah. So I think that was a driving point. That's why he's so angry, and that's why he's going after the gods. And 3 concludes, I think, pretty much with him completing his revenge on Olympus, on Zeus, and all that stuff. But and becoming the god of war. So I'm curious what the context is for why it seems like Kratos with the beard is in this one. He's now in Norse mythology. It seems like.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, and he has this.
The world looks beautiful. We saw it looks like it's pretty big and expansive.
It didn't seem too open though, where it was like a sandbox. It was a very guided path, but not to where it was an obvious guide. The kid was your guide actually.
Right.
Named Boy.
And it was like the kid was doing things that you earned HP.
Yeah. So I'm curious how that's going to play into the story and how it's going to work out. I did enjoy seeing Kratos in a father position because that's kind of how he would be if he was a dad. Not very catering, not very comforting or whatever, but you could tell he cared. And then at the end, that little shrug where you almost want to touch him, but then it's kind of like, I can't do this emotionally. I'm curious how that develops. If they kill Boy, I'm calling him Boy. That's what Kratos called him. If they kill Boy, I'm going to be sad. But okay. So was there anything else that we saw?
We did the interactive dog thing.
Oh, The Last Guardian. I got some footage of us touching that. That was also on the side. And we got
T-shirt with
let's zoom in on this right here.
It's pretty cute.
I wish I could read that. I'm assuming it says Last Guardian.
Yeah, maybe.
It doesn't. Something about Toriko. I don't know.
Yeah, it's cool. Very cool live interactive demo with tracking your movements, interacting with
showing off the camera,
physical objects too.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
It seems like virtual reality, or at least interacting with digital spaces and VR are a big hit this E3.
I agree.
Is there through a series of events, you probably won't see anything for Zelda because we're impatient. We have a friend. Shout out to Landon. He's been in the line for 3 hours trying to get a ticket coin to get in line to do the demo.
Right. It's gonna take a couple hours.
It's gonna take a couple hours. He predicts he's about 40 minutes out. We'll see what happens.
It's now lunchtime, so we decided to let nature win in this case.
Yes, we went to get food. While he's in line. Rest in peace, Landon. You're gonna die in that line. I'll take care of Pixel, your dog. But okay, is there anything else you're looking forward to seeing at E3? Or doing?
As dumb as it sounds, the 2K line to shoot that basketball.
We need to do it.
I don't know what I can get because I'm pretty sure I can sink that ball in there.
We also saw Austin Creed, by the way, speaking of sports.
Austin Creed, aka Xavier Woods.
Part of the New Day. New Day rocks.
WWE.
Yes.
That was exciting for me.
Yes, big wrestling fan. I'm a adjacent wrestling fan.
That was good.
That was a nice celebrity sighting. Whatever. But okay.
And seeing Shigeru Miyamoto at a panel was pretty awesome.
Right, Nintendo.
That was pretty awesome.
Walked in on that one. He's gone now. Probably go get drunk downstairs. As most people should. But all right. Well, we'll see what else we can find. I'm looking forward to actually playing some games, getting some hands-on experience. Since those lines are very short, all the long lines are for things that you assume are for swag. You assume, and then you're betrayed. All right. Well, thanks, Alan.
You're welcome.
For the Legend of Zelda Breath of Wind. That's redundant.
Breath of Wind.
Was it Breath of Wind?
Breath of the Wild.
Thank you. I was like, Breath of the Wind seems redundant for the Breath of the Wild viewing. We did not get a pass to actually play the game, so we're going to be, I guess, watching stuff. And then we're going to be let into the rest of the Nintendo booth, which is kind of interesting because you can't get into the rest of the Nintendo area unless you're either playing the game or in line for the viewing. Joe, is there anything exciting about this game that you're looking forward to?
The wolf.
You know that's that's an amiibo add-on, right?
Oh. Then no. Oh, well, yeah.
She's like, I know, and she leaves the line.
Link himself.
He is shirtless.
No, he's not. Wait. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's shirtless.
He takes off his clothes.
Oh,
Well, he
I'm
doesn't take
not
it off.
need to, so I
That
don't.
doesn't really apply to you.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Deanna? What are you excited about?
Just the whole experience of playing Zelda. Just to get back
Safe answer.
What was the last Zelda game you played? Continuing in a different setting as we move.
I don't remember it so long.
Oh Lord, she's playing on a Nintendo. She doesn't. You know that Link can now travel on a 3D plane. He's no longer left and right. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not that
Do you
wild.
even have a Nintendo?
Yes.
That was made within the 21st century?
Right now, right? Yeah, obviously, of course.
Oh, I mean, you could have been like, oh, I have EDS. And I'm like, you have a Nintendo.
Yes, obviously. I've been playing since like day one from Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and the whole from that on. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And Doe, we know you have a Nintendo Wii. You're currently playing,
Super Mario Galaxy 2.
but
Yeah.
have you ever played a Legend of Zelda game before?
I tried. I tried.
Which game was it?
It was the Ocarina of Time.
Ah, the Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time. And I didn't finish it because I was really scared of the things that popped out of the ground. I kept calling up the sun so that I never.
Song of the Sun.
I was just like, I saw a head pop on the sun, and then I could never proceed because I'm pretty sure you have to battle them, right?
Yeah, we can run from them.
Oh well.
That is an option.
I froze. When I saw them, I was just like, a sun.
Like, not today.
Like,
Oh, forever today. All right. Well, I've played only the 3D Zelda games. My first one being Ocarina of Time. I played Majora's Mask and everything afterwards. I think the last one I played was like Skyward Sword. Which one came first? Skyward Sword or Twilight Princess? Twilight Princess came first, yeah. So I played Skyward Sword or whatever. I enjoyed it. There's a lot of critics about it. I enjoyed it. Plus I like the whole origin story about how they became who they are and the generational curse and et cetera, and the weird villains that look like pointy, fuzzy things with toes. I don't know.
The shrimp people.
There were shrimp people.
No, I'm just calling them shrimp people.
But this one, I did get to see a little bit of the treehouse, and I'm really excited. Now that I know the line is short, because if I have to wait, there's a line that wraps around this whole entire thing. That's just to play. You need a ticket. You don't, and not everybody doesn't have a ticket, so it's frustrating. I might come in the morning. I might show you guys myself playing it. I might. I don't know. But yeah, we are almost there. It's time for an exclusive sneak peek of Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Okay, guys, so we just got through. You guys are very purple at the moment. We just got through seeing the private trailer for Legend of Zelda: Breath of Wind. First impressions, starting with. Oh, look, the clouds are coming back. First impressions, starting with Doe.
It looked really, really good. I mean, I'm not, as you guys know earlier, that I'm not really a player of Zelda, but this actually looks like something that I would play. You know, like learning the battle system from other people. I'm like, okay, it's not so complicated. I think I can do it, and I actually look forward to the game. Yeah.
So complicated. You're going after 242 stars, Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
I think that's complicated. I think I think it can handle Zelda.
And I still can't get that last star. I'm sorry, putting that.
That's okay. You beat the final boss. Nintendo's proud of you. Deanna, what about you? How do you feel about it?
I'm really interested about the whole like game design and the actual like the environment of like how it's like in the wild, and the design of it's like really appealing, and it's really interesting to kind of be in the whole wild and like cooking, and apparently there's a lot of those like survival skills kind of thing, game design skills. So it's interesting how it's going to play out through the whole game. So
Nice. And our resident Mike Man.
How's it going? I'm really excited about this one. It's basically like Skyrim, Legend of Zelda style, I guess, but it feels very much like the old Zeldas. So like Ocarina of Time was a very open world kind of deal, and that's the exact same kind of vibe I got from this, except I also kind of got like a, I guess just an Elder Scrolls kind of feel along with it. So I'm looking forward to how much more customize. What word is that? Customization. Yeah, we'll go with that. With like weapons and things like that. And some guy was telling the dude that you can throw your weapons at enemies.
Yes.
That's goofy. I like that.
I also love the fact that when Link shoots a boar, it instantly turns into a steak.
Yeah, just like pops.
Steak was great.
Yes, and then you start cooking it.
And mushrooms are as big as his head, and they pop.
And he doesn't get high when he cooks them.
I wish mushrooms were as big as my head.
I will say, I did have the opportunity to watch some of the treehouse they showed, and there were a couple clips in there that were familiar, but there's a lot of new stuff. Diana, you mentioned cooking. That was probably one of the new things in Zelda franchise I've not seen before.
Yeah, I wonder if you actually have to like survive or something.
Yeah, the whole like cooking survival thing, like actually like killing the boar and then cooking it, and like it's like
Oh my
health
God.
wise and like.
Donut Link.
They
Donut Link.
Actually,
If we can feed him so many mushrooms, he turns into Donut Link. Oh my God.
I mean, Link seems to be very.
Or I'm sorry, not donut. Donuts don't exist in Hyrule. Steak Link.
Steak Link.
Steak Link.
Like he
Yeah.
might just be like burly.
Are we talking about like a roly-poly Link or what?
We want like a whirl around.
Roly poly. That's insulting.
Just rolling
It's
U.S. boulders over the bulk.
We just roll you over.
It's like a fleshy Goron.
it's a curvy Link.
curvy.
That's right.
Roly poly's offensive nowadays.
It looked like during the trailer, this is probably our most visually expressive Link that we've seen, because there were some areas where in the video I went to a colder climate and it looked like he was freezing.
Yeah, and then he changed clothes to get warmth. So that was interesting.
But did we hear any of his like typical you know, like we didn't hear it.
No,
We didn't hear any.
There
Yeah.
was nothing. Yeah.
Was there any?
Maybe he's shy.
Maybe he's shy, or maybe he's a girl. I don't know.
It would be interesting if you could choose between Link and Linkle.
I mean,
As funny of a name as Linkle is.
and like his statue, for some reason the way his waist tapers and his pose, he looks like I could have mistaken him for a girl.
He is a very slender man. Yeah, he's a very slender man.
But you know, that could be just a style choice. It could be just aesthetics or whatever. I mean, people were looking for, you know, a female counterpart to Link or whatever, and they got one. But as of right now, outside of notes in a strategy guide, Linko, and the gameplay in Hyrule Warriors, she doesn't really have any story significance that we know of just yet.
Does that mean there's going to be a male Zelda? And then all those memes?
A female Ganondorf. Oh my God.
Shenandoah. Shenandoah.
Oh God. What?
Shenandoah and Linko. With Zelda.
Ganon's a Gerudo, right? And Gerudos are primarily all female, except for every like what was it, 100 or 1,000 years?
That's what made kind of Ganon stand out, because he was the first.
That
According to
was-
Ocarina of Time, right? Or is that?
Right. Yeah,
Ocarina of Time, he was a Gerudo. Yeah, that is correct. Which is interesting.
So it'd be cool to see a Gerudo like female warrior as Ganondorf too. I don't know.
Interesting. That's not Impa, because I think Impa is like the only female warrior besides cross-dressing Sheik.
Right.
Zelda, I mean, cross-dressing.
Maybe
Zelda.
this is all just wishful thinking.
This is probably all.
I think we're hyping it up too much.
There's one thing I do want to point out that I did not see. Where was Hyrule?
Okay, I saw Hyrule in the far distance,
saw.
shrouded in just fog.
Yeah, and that is interesting. So is the quest to get to Hyrule, or has Hyrule already passed? Because I thought maybe it was like a post-apocalyptic Hyrule where there's ruins everywhere.
Maybe it's one of those things that Zelda really is a legend now. She's not like
Totally dead then.
she's like gone. She is literally. It's the Legend of Zelda. Like she's not there anymore, which would be sad, but
Well, now she's a sage.
yeah.
There we go. Yeah,
She's just a sage, just chilling in sagey dimension, whatever.
There, there was one more thing I want to point out. In the clip, there was a rock or some type of like meteor formation that looked like the moon from Majora's Mask. Anybody catch that?
Not really.
Okay, I'll put it like right here over Deanna's face. Sorry, I can only draw a hole in the camera. But yeah, there was a moment where you see a formation and it looks just like the moon from Majora's Mask.
Can you just make her look like the moon? Can you just make her look like the moon, like this entire like
I
interview?
will put the moon on Deanna's face, and then I will put, so I know that. But yeah, I thought that was interesting, because now I'm wondering if there's any type of connection to Majora's Mask, because that was the significant feature of the game, was the moon. The moon acted as like the timeline, the mechanic, it was the thread of the world. So interesting if there's a connection to that, because right now Majora's Mask has been like an alternate dimension that really has had no ties other than the appearance and debut of Tinko.
So we're not
Not
talking
that
about
Tingle.
that really ugly looking moon. That scary look. Oh, we are talking about that one.
It was there, yeah. We'll review the footage, but yes.
If the Child Link didn't succeed or something, and it's like,
Maybe
I
this
don't
is
know.
the aftermath of that, and then you use the Song of Time to fix everything and put it back on some other timeline.
Interesting.
I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out in November, December.
I missed it.
I think October, right? It's not that.
End of this year.
It's this year.
Right here.
Yeah, right there is the day. we're Deanna's holding the day. All right, guys. Anything else?
Nah, pretty much covers it.
All right, cool. Well, I guess that is it. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, so Landon, you out of everybody that came in our group was the only one that stood in line for 3 hours for the opportunity to not only play The Legend of Zelda demo, but you also got to meet and have your DS signed by Charles.
I can't remember his last name. Don't hate me. The voice of, what was it? Martinez? Charles Martinez? We'll go with that.
That Italian guy.
That guy who voices Mario, no big deal. I got him to sign my DS.
Da-na-na-na. This will not be going eBay, but when it does, know that's worth $1 million, and then it should get all the proceedings. Thank you.
Yeah, no. This is mine.
That look. All right, so.
Thank you, Charles.
Yeah. And then you also got a certain president came by also while you were in line?
So, yeah, we were waiting in line, and about 45 minutes into the line, we suddenly see a whole bunch of like people crowding over somewhere.
Yes.
So I'm just like, hey, what is that? And it's Reggie just sitting there talking to people, saying hello. He comes by over by us and sees our line, and we were basically the standby line. He eyeballed it up and down, and he just said, you know, I don't think those people are going to be able to get in if they wait this line. We don't have enough stuff. So he just grabbed a whole chunk of people and just led them away.
And he led them to be sacrificed into the next generation of Mario characters.
I'm pretty sure they were all smelted down and turned into amiibos.
Definitely amiibos.
Amiibos are people.
I mean, the new Zelda game has 3 amiibos apparently, so that we know where their bodies are. Families don't look for them. So speaking of Zelda, tell us about the demo experience. What was going on?
So after waiting in line, we were sent into a room where we got to watch a quick video, and then once we watched the video, the introductory thing, we were led into a whole bunch of the computers, to the Nintendos, playing on the TVs, and we got to play on the Wii U's to try out 2 phases of the demo. The first phase was to just get an overall field like experience where you just walk around and try out the different mechanics and learn how to fight, how to grab things, how to equip items, and the fact that your weapons break over time and things like that.
Interesting.
Some people crafted, some people cooked. I went around and I tried to run as far as I could to try and find something story related before the 10 minutes up. And suddenly it just said, thanks for playing. So we had to move on to the second phase, which was the actual story itself.
Okay.
So you start from the very beginning. Link wakes up in a mysterious room in some water kind of deal. Doesn't know where he is, who he is.
He's a water
what's
baby.
going on. He discovers the Sheik tablet or something like that, which is basically an ancient Wii U.
The gamepad.
that you use to access some really fancy technology like kind of areas. So you quickly discover that, and I'm pretty positive that this is a continuation of the Ocarina of Time storyline, because you learn that you've been asleep for 100 years. And that basically there is a creature called what was it? It was like some form of Ganon. It was this dark, evil entity of like smog and smoke moving around like Hyrule and devouring things.
Okay, it's the Heartless.
Very cool dark magic. Yeah, it was very Heartless. You meet an old man who looks kind of like the owl from Ocarina of Time.
There goes your guide.
Yeah, and then you make your way to, you can see the Temple of Time, which is destroyed and forgotten, essentially. There's monsters that are destroyed.
Interesting.
Just kind of scattered around the place.
Okay.
And then the old man says, hey, I'll give you this item if you go to this temple and find a treasure for me. And that's where I entered and learned that this ancient tablet thing can do all sorts of weird magic, including magnet control, so you become Magneto for a little bit. So that was kind of neat. And I was running up to this cool little boss room, and thanks for playing. Pain in the butt, but it was so awesome.
So so you mentioned that there was a Temple of Time. If I recall in Ocarina of Time, the Temple of Time was adjacent to the town square of the Hyrule town.
Right. So
was there any Hyrule city?
All right. So what I think I saw, looked very much like the throne room from
Interesting.
Hyrule Castle.
Okay.
Just kind of on its own. Everything else is destroyed, but it looked like the same room. It had the stairs leading up to a chair. All the walls were destroyed, but some mountains had grown up in different areas, and the landscape was not the same.
Interesting.
But what I saw looked like it could either be a throne room that once was, or something like that. But at the same time, Ganon, or that entity, was swarming around another castle.
So, another castle.
Right. So it's kind of weird because, in Ocarina of Time,
Yeah.
the castle was destroyed. And there's a big old pit deal that had his castle that fell apart. And it looked kind of like that out in the distance, but I don't know what this was, even though it was like staged. I don't know. It was
Interesting. Were there any other races? What kind of races did you encounter?
There was only Link, the old man, a couple of moblins or whatnot. There were some little bulbous, watery creatures with eyeballs.
Okay. We saw those in the
Then
video.
I also fought like a little mechanical spider thing that shot like lasers.
The Guardian.
What?
I think they call it the Guardian right now.
It wasn't a big one. It was a
Small one. Oh, baby Guardian.
It was shorter than
Guardian training.
Yeah.
Okay. And what kind of weapons were you able to use?
I used I guess it was just a normal Hylian sword. I used a rusted sword. I stole clubs from the moblins, and I had a bow and arrow.
All right. Any explosives?
Oh yeah. So in the first phase, I was running around and I ran across this big old rock golem of sorts. And so I discovered, hey, I have bombs. So
That's blow up stuff. The girl once taught me that.
So I grabbed the bomb, I threw it, it exploded. It didn't really affect the golem. And so the guy behind me said, you have to climb the golem to attack its weak point at the top.
Oh.
So I jumped on it and started climbing it. And sure enough, there's a little nub, a globule, a tumor on this rock dude. And so I started hacking and slashing, but then my sword breaks. And I have no weapon. So I pull out my bomb, I drop the bomb, and I stupidly ignited the bomb.
Yes, that's what you do.
With me there, and I go flying, and I died.
What was the from the trailer? Everything seems to be fueled by technology as opposed to, let's say, like magic. The dungeon, did this show any remnants of possibly an ancient magic civilization, or was it all old tech?
It was all ancient, like, technology. I don't know.
Interesting.
How to describe it. Something like Twilight Princess-esque, like visuals.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, you mentioned two kingdoms. I wonder if there's going to be some type of merger of the two worlds. I mean, we do acknowledge another princess.
So this is kind of important, I guess. I found an area where I used the talent to basically raise towers.
Okay.
And so the cutscene that it shows you, it raises one in the area I was at, but then there were 3 other towers in 3 other locations. Some of them I didn't even recognize. And so some of them were like Arctic Wasteland, some of them were like Mountain Dew or something like that. And then it unlocked the map for me, and it was called a regional map, which to me indicates there are other regions.
Exactly.
Not just that area that we saw in the trailer. So there's more than likely a bunch of different areas to go to.
Interesting.
So it's not just like Ocarina of Time where it's all of, that row right there. I don't know.
And let's see, the line. Actually, a little bit more about the game. So this game, how do you feel about the game? Was there anything you were disappointed or you would hope to see improve before its official release?
I'm a stickler for lighting, and I think lighting, even though it was pretty, as far as rendering goes, there's still a lot of aliasing, and the fact that they're doing the cell shading. Kind of lends itself to have a lot of wonky shadows going on. I wish they could control that a little bit better because there's other games that can kind of control that just based on the shaders they have. That's really picky though. I would say in general though, loading times were the slowest thing that I ran across. Everything else was very fluid and very smooth, very fast paced. Luckily, the loading times were only for story purposes, not loading into a new zone.
That's good.
That I discovered aside from going into the temple.
Okay, cool. And are you invested in this game? You think you're going to get it?
I am going to get it. There's no doubt about that.
And you would probably recommend it based on the demo from what?
Yeah. The demo was really engaging. The gameplay itself was fun, very open world and survival as it felt like.
Yeah.
But once the story started, there was enough
structure.
Mystery. There were so many questions that I started getting.
Interesting. Okay, that's good.
Okay, what is this? What is this from? I want to tie it together. This is obviously a continuation from a previous story.
Okay.
I want to know, so I have to get it.
Nice. What happened after the demo for you?
Basically after the demo, I saw all the statues the day before, so I basically went up to a ticket booth where I could cash in my ticket for a t-shirt in a little gold.
Can we see that?
Alright, so here's the t-shirt.
Nice! The symbol of the Sheik.
Yeah, or Sheikah? Sheik? Probably
We call him Sheikah. The Sheikah. Sheikah was the character.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And then a little coin.
And flip that coin around.
The exact same.
Yes! Alright.
So, it's pretty cool.
Well, thank you very much, Landon.
Yeah.
Yes, you were the only one that was able to weather the storm
Worth it.
to see The Legend of Zelda.
Worth it.
Until next time. Final Fantasy 14.
You want to get back?
Why'd you ask a question? My life. Yes. Oh, that is not who I thought it was. It's Sephiroth. Kingdom Hearts. Just want to give you guys a heads up. So this is Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age. It is a HD remaster of the old PS2 game Final Fantasy 12, a game that I had to play twice. It was the first time I lost interest. Maybe the HD version will hold my attention a bit longer than the previous one. Okay. I didn't know what was going on. Things are going really fast. Things slowed down, and it looks and sounds nice. So I just got through playing Final Fantasy 15, the Titan E3 special mission or whatever, and I gotta say, I'm really excited for this game. I knew I was gonna like it. The previous two demos that I played, the one that came with Final Fantasy Vito and also the Dream one that was released in March or whatever, love the gameplay. This one you got to play as a adult Noctis against the Titan, and you got to play with your other teammates, but they would come and go throughout the action. You got to use the parry system. The combat's really smooth, and on top of that, you're able to kind of like bounce around and attack Titan from different vantage points, and even use magic. And for those of you who saw my previous video when I was playing the March demo, me and Magic, we have an aiming problem. I bet you wish you could do this. Oh, that failed. That failed so bad. Luckily, the spell to use today was not fire, but blizzard, and I literally caused a blizzard. And then when it switched to a cutscene, some of that blizzard carried over onto the characters, and they were also casting blizzard. And we ended up taking Titan's arm off, disarming him literally, and yeah, completing the demo. So this game drops in September. I'm super excited. The next that I'm really playing next is going to be 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue or whatever. Yeah, it's just I really just just want 3 at the end of the day. That's really all I want. All I want is 3. But I'll play these again because these are great stories. And plus it has that point 2 chapter, so I'm looking forward to playing that. Yeah, that's it. So I don't know what I just walked into. We just stumbled into E3 live at LA Live or something like that. I don't know. It's loud. It's great music. I think Link is a 182 is playing live or something like that. I don't know music. Yeah, it's totally live. He's there. So we'll probably see him at some point. But yeah, like Titanfall statues, like this is supposed to be open to the public. But if you have an EV pass, you're also able to get it too. So it looks like we get a taste of both worlds, and it looks pretty cool. So let's continue checking it out.
Way back from 17, the whispers turn into a scream, and life is too short to last long.
Look at his mouth. Look at his mouth. Look at his mouth. What is going on, Diana? Super ship. Wait. Oh, look at Amaterasu. So see those things right there? Natsu. We get those in the booth, at the Natsu booth. That dog is, it was the runt of the litter, and it has, don't make fun of the dog. Touching a $1,500 computer. This is what you need to be streaming and recording on. Hook your Elgato up to this, please, and thank you. ASD. No, but it might as well be. That's the main guy for Just Cause. Yes, right here. It says it. Just Cause. I don't know how you did that. Oh, what? Yep. And new Mario Party means fresh amiibos. So those were new amiibos for Mario Party. That wasn't crazy. That's probably the video that we watched. Oh, maybe not. And to think that we were fighting to get around people to look at this video, and here it is right now. It's how they made it. That's a new amiibo, huh? Can I reserve this game now? No, seriously, can I reserve this game now? Why can't I reserve this game? Nope. Why is Link hooded though? Real silence. Java. Java. Oh, yes. Wow, it's a good experience. Wow. I've never seen him so physical before. Ah. I appreciate that. And then Monster, again. Is that stuff free? Deanna would take it. JK.
Hello
Hello, thank you for watching our video. And if you enjoyed it, please remember to click the like button below and subscribe for more Little Nerdy Axe action in the future. Also, don't forget to leave any comments and share it with your friends. We will see you next time. See you later, Space Cowboy.
Boom, you got that one.